everything we know about Blade and Sorcery 1.0, let's go. The story. There was an ancient race of magic people called the Dulgarians, but they did what magic people and some fathers do. Vanished. No one really knows anything else about them other than the fact that they left a giant tower on a tiny island in the middle of the ocean surrounded by a magical storm that despawns anyone that gets near it. What's inside? No one knows. Like I said, anyone that tries dies. They fuck around but never find out. Then one day a bunch of ruins in a canyon opened up and people found all kinds of Dulgarian secrets hiding inside, including meth. I mean crystals. Crystals that give you magic. Magic meth crystals minus the meth. Lore. There is some, but it's not all gonna be spoon-fed to us. We're gonna have to use our brains to figure out some of that stuff if we care about knowing that stuff. But if we don't care about that stuff, we can ignore that stuff and just stabby, slashy, bashy barbarian our way through the game. The Dulgarian dungeons. Think outpost, but not outpost. The rooms are gonna look like the ancient architecture of a long-dead civilization because they're ruins, and that's what ruins are. Crystal Hunt game mode. Crystal Hunt characters start off as scrubs. No magic, no weapons, no money, no bitches. We obtain all of that as we play through the game, except probably that last one. There will be loot, there will be glory, you can use mods if you want because Warp Frog isn't gonna stand in the way of a good time, and most importantly, there will be crystals. Crystals you can use for the skill tree. The spinny rock in the player home has a purpose, and it's not serving drinks. It's for unlocking skills using crystal shards and cores we find in the dungeon. Skills like combining magic or delivering people to their Amazon packages. Shops and loot. Dungeons have loot in them. We want that loot so we can take that loot to a shop and buy stuff. Stuff that we need so we don't die in the dungeons while we look for more loot. It'll be an actual shop, by the way, not just some UI menu. That's awesome. I like it. Armor and weapons. There's gonna be new armor, there's gonna be new weapons, and the different factions are gonna use them. By the way, there are factions. People hate other people, so they make groups to hate each other together. The Queen of Iridin hates people using magic she thinks is bad. The cult known as the Eye likes magic way too much, and the Dulgarian Archaeological Society are nerds. Ruins, the sandbox map. It's getting a facelift because nobody really liked it that much. Neat. Quality of life. They didn't go into a lot of detail, but did say the mod menu will get a remove all mods button. That's awesome. Also, they teased hip quivers. Cool. Release date. There isn't one. The ballpark guess by Warp Frog is Q1 of 2024, but that's not a hard fact. Don't make yourself believe it's definitely coming out early in 2024, because it might not. And finally, scripted mod support for Nomad. I know you're gonna ask, but there hasn't been any updates about this. The only thing we know is what we already know. It'll be ready when it's ready.